Okay, here's part 2 of the Scotland entry. I forgot to mention the castle. We did that after we got back after we had gotten all our stuff in the hostel on Friday. So we just did the castle on Friday. And then the monument and tower and then the National Portrait Gallery, that was on Saturday. I don't think I clarified that, so just to clear that up. Yeah, and there's some other things I forgot to mention on Friday after the on Saturday after the National Portrait Gallery, we were able to kind of go and do our own thing, and I went with my roommate Bethany and her friend Sarah to the Writers Museum, which was kind of cool. It was a smaller museum and had kind of like, oh gosh, I mean, it had some famous artists. I just don't like. I had a few there. It wasn't very big. I don't remember who it was. The guy, I mean, he's familiar, but I mean, they had like his original notes and things like that, and just like history about them. And it was like a small building. It was nothing really big, but Bethany thought it was really cool, so um, that was neat. But anyways, back on Friday. Friday was really fun because I actually went out with like 11 or 12 people to a pub after dinner, and so that was a lot of fun. And then after that, me and a few of the guys, we played football or soccer. I still flip-flop between what I say, honestly. Played, I'll just say football. Football in a square for a little bit. I mean, like, I didn't play that long, but I mean, it was just really fun to be spending time with a big group of people and things like that. Um, so anyways, I guess that's what I forgot to mention for Friday. So back to Saturday. Uh, Saturday. Yeah, after the Writers Museum, uh, after the Writers Museum, we went back to the hostel for dinner. And then after, oh gosh, no, I'm getting my dates all mixed up. Sorry. Wednesday is when we got there and did the castle. And then I went to the pub and then played football. Okay. Then it was Thursday. Jeez, I'm getting so confused. Then it was Thursday that we went to the monument and the tower and the National Portrait Gallery. Okay, wow. I'm very sorry, y'all. I completely keep on thinking it was the weekend, but we left on Wednesday. Okay. Um, so, and it was cool because there was actually one of our professors, or the guy who is kind of the head of the thing, Martin, told us about like Renaissance music concert with this combined choir at this church. So it was about like 11 other people, 11 other people, including myself. We went to this church, and heard music, and so and it was really pretty. I mean, like, I was impressed with them. I think I always think Renaissance music is really pretty, and it was a cappella. So there wasn't obviously a cappella means there weren't any instruments. So that was really cool. That was a highlight of the trip as well. And then what's really cool is Martin. Um, is 7 of us were able to go with Martin to a pub, and he treated us to a round of drinks, and so that was really cool. And just being able to talk to him, and ask him questions as we're all sitting there with our hard ciders and our beers. And some people actually were decided to stay another week, to stay for the weekend in Glasgow, because the trip takes care of us until, if you didn't want to stay longer, you left at 2 o'clock on Friday to go back with, as you regularly would. But some people chose to stay for the weekend and go to Glasgow. I didn't, because it'd be too much money for me. But like the girls who were going to go to Glasgow, they were able to ask him things about things they should see, because they knew they wanted to go to Glasgow, but didn't really know quite what to see there. Just wanted to be able to spend more time in Scotland. So it was really cool because he was able to tell them about things they could see. And he told them a lot of stuff. So I remember that was really neat, being treated to a round of drinks by one of your professors. That was really cool. I think Mom totally said really cool a lot. I'll need to work on that. All right, and then Friday. This is our last. This is our last day here. Um, let's see. What do we do Friday? Friday we went to the Parliament building of Scotland, which is a it's an amazing building. Really like the architecture of it, and I'm pretty sure like anyone who is interested in building, look up the building and just if you have a if you ever have the opportunity, go look at it and you're into architecture and things like that, are interested in building careers, go take a look at that building because I mean I'm not I'm impressed by architecture, that's really pretty, but I can't point out and say wow to get concrete that way must have taken a long time. I don't can't quite point out that, but anyways, I suggest going and checking out that building because I'm sure you'll be really impressed and be really cool, satisfying little building interest. But I didn't get any pictures of it unfortunately, but just the way it was crafted and just the consistency with patterns and just the concept of it's supposed to continue off the landscape, and so if you see look at a picture of it in the right angle, it kind of looks like it continues off the hills, and just the way it was designed to be like that, to be as if it was part of the land, I think is a neat concept. And so again by this time everyone's feet was hurting, and so I don't know how much I paid some attention to the whole process. It seemed like it was really cool. One of my favorite functions is apparently in the big room where everyone sits and you discuss things with all the representatives there, or whatever they're called. I don't know if representatives are the right words. Is the right word. Is the one guy who kind of who makes sure everyone stays settled, and doesn't get out of hand. Everyone at their podium, at their seats, has microphones, and if they think you're getting too rambunctious or, you're starting to yell, they can turn off your microphone at your seat. They have a button to do that. And I thought that was kind of that was a really funny, kind of cool thing, and just practical, Need someone to, who's getting out of hand and they're not shutting up, you can just turn off their microphone so that it's harder to hear them. So that's something that I found funny. Tickled my funny bone. Unfortunately, I did not get a kilt because the kilts were expensive, and I'm kind of hoping maybe I'll be able to find one here in London since London has. I'd be hard pressed. I'd be disappointed if they didn't have a place, somewhere with kilts, being in the UK and with Scotland. And so that was one thing. I know one girl got a full kilt set for one friend, like kilt pin, like a legit kilt with the socks and the tassels and the bag. So that was pretty funny. Yeah, so that was my Scotland trip. I absolutely loved it, and I really would like to go back. Overall, I still like London better because it's a bigger city, and Edinburgh really wasn't that big and didn't have as much as London. But I would love to see more of Scotland aside from Edinburgh because it was so pretty and it was so green, and for the most, and just as I'm going by on the train, just really blown away by it, and it's right by the North Sea. And this is the place. This side we were, wherever we were, we could see the coast of the North Sea, and I just think that I really want to go back because I really had a fun time there, and I'm glad I came home for the weekend, but I know for sure that sometime in my life, put it on my bucket list. I really want to go back to Scotland. It was fun. I got to talk to new groups of people, and so overall it was a good experience.